My dear Aquarius, three powerful cards have appeared together: Justice, the Two of Cups, and the Hanged Man. This is not a coincidence, it is a call from beyond the veil, a key that can shift the way you see your own life. Stay until the end because today's call resounds like a bell ringing across the sky. Before the scales are opened, dear Aquarius soul, if you feel that warmth touching your skin, leave a mark in the comments to keep the flow of energy moving. Write these words: I open my heart to receive truth and light. That is the door to connection, the way to keep this presence alive. Sit closer now, as if returning home after a long journey. I felt this energy before the first light of dawn awoke. It does not push, it does not hurry, it simply waits, patient, like a candle that stands until you are ready to open your heart. And today's message must be spoken clearly, in a voice unafraid, so that you no longer tremble. You have never been late. You arrive at the exact moment to hear what your heart has always whispered. Justice stands like a mirror, reflecting every time you stood at crossroads. And I see it clearly. Whenever you thought you were alone, an unseen force tilted the scales, just a millimeter, yet enough to keep you from falling. That same energy has been with you in nights no one witnessed. But today, it does not come only to protect. It comes to teach you how to release the burdens of the past that were never yours to carry. Justice stands here to remind you, love does not accuse and fairness does not wound. Aquarius, today's message carries a deeper lesson. Recognize the memories that once made you hesitate to trust. Perhaps it was a long silence, a word too heavy for the heart of a child, or an absence that left you hollow. From where you stand now, you are strong enough to understand. Those moments do not define you. They were lessons that built your resilience. The beauty of this energy is that it does not excuse the past, it teaches you this truth. The mistakes of those who came before are not yours to bear. Instead, you hold the right to heal, the right to create a new path. Like a warm breeze, it loosens the knots within your mind. It longs for you to learn to let go of what is not yours, so your heart no longer carries groundless doubt. Remember, you were born with the gift of reconciliation, of turning conflict into a bridge. But do not let this gift become a burden. Today's message declares you are worthy of love that is fair. Love is not only the responsibility you give, it is also the nourishment that must flow back to you. This is not a privilege. It is your sacred right. Within your inner circle, there is someone who often places their own interests first. They are not evil, but their energy unsettles you. Listen to your body. A sudden shiver, a flickering light, or a quiet discomfort, these are signals calling you to remain alert, to guard your boundaries. And yet, do not be afraid. The Two of Cups shimmers like a promise. A new connection, pure and unhurried, is coming into your life. It does not arrive to write a hurried romance, but to teach you how to welcome love without sacrificing yourself. This person will help you untangle the old patterns, so that love becomes a source of light, never again a weight you must carry. The Hanged Man does not punish you. It invites you to turn your familiar lens upside down. When you pause, when you let go of the illusion of control, the light will flow through you like clear water, and the truth will appear gentler than you imagined. Aquarius, today your reading reveals three powerful symbols: Justice, the Two of Cups, and the Hanged Man. This is no accident. It is a family message from beyond the veil, a key that asks you to look again at the way you make your great decisions, especially those concerning money and your future path. He did not run away. He stopped and he looked at everything from another angle. The message is clear. The turning point in your financial choices now is to stop, to see the root, not to act out of reflex or fear. You have not failed. You are being invited to examine the beliefs that echo through your lineage. The belief that prosperity is suspicious, or must always be bought with sacrifice. To name it is the first step toward freedom. And in the concrete world, within 21 days a doorway will appear. Not a hollow stroke of luck, but a real proposal, a project, a partnership, a work offer that may look ordinary, yet strong enough to steady the ground beneath you. Treat every daily conversation as a survey. Write things down, ask directly, weigh the risks and the true benefits. This approach transforms opportunity into responsible choice. The Hanged Man calls you to release unconscious habits of safety. Letting go is not surrender. It is strategy, the way to a balance that endures. Here is a practical technique. Before you agree, list 3 non-negotiable criteria the opportunity must meet: income, time, and what you will learn. Saying yes to the right thing means saying no to the commitments that steal your peace. Observe the details. Listen to your body. Trust evidence over impulse. Pay attention to your body, especially your lower back, your kidneys, and your skin. They reflect the weight you have carried in silence. A sudden ache, an unusual reaction of the skin, the tightness of the back, these are bells ringing, asking you to lay the burden down. As for your inheritance and your talents, what you carry is not papers but gifts: a sharp intuition, a fine sense of proportion, the ability to see and to speak with clarity. These are not passing hobbies, they are your compass. If you once set aside a craft, an art, or music because of doubt or duty, here is your invitation to reclaim it with a plan. Set a schedule, choose a first piece to finish or share, and make a 3-month goal: 1 finished work, 1 class, or 1 small release. Do not chase applause, build strength that endures. There is an object in your family, simple yet full of meaning: a tool, a watch, a notebook, or a photograph. Keep it close in the months ahead. It will serve as a talisman, an inner antenna to steady you through this transition. If you have no object at hand, create a ritual: light a plain candle, place a picture, and speak their names with gratitude for a few minutes. That act of intention is enough to anchor your spirit. In your close circle, there is someone who often puts themselves first. They are not evil, but their motives disturb the air. Do not dismiss the signals, the shiver, the flickering light, the small shifts in the room. They are data to notice. At the same time, the Two of Cups announces a healing bond. Someone will arrive with purpose, not to fill a void, but to show you love in its truest form, a love that does not ask you to vanish in order to receive. Forgiveness is the great theme today. One who has passed asks to be forgiven for his failings and in turn offers you forgiveness without blame. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is wisdom. It breaks the chain so that those after you need not carry the same weight. Practice this: write a letter not to send but to express. Then burn it, tear it, or keep it as a symbol of release. There was a place he once loved, perhaps a square, a workshop, a shore, or a wooden chair facing the open sky. Visit a space like it this week. Do not seek recognition, only notice the signs: a song playing at the perfect time, the light filtering through leaves, a phrase on the wall speaking straight to you. These coincidences are handshakes from beyond. They are not random, they are evidence. He leads you to old papers, documents, letters, receipts, scattered notes. Inside them lies context, the background of choices that shaped your story. Take the time to look slowly. You will find the order, the patterns, the data you need for your next wise decision. He also speaks of the projects that are the children of the soul, your work, your art, or the generations to come. He spreads his hands over them. When you doubt, remember he walks beside you, clearing stones from your path, urging you to trust your own judgment. Turn every doubt into an action plan, analyze the risks, seek a mentor, test on a small scale, adjust and grow. And now the sacred seal to close this message. If these words echo in you, speak them from the center of your chest and feel each syllable. I am the balance of peace. With gratitude for my roots, I release the weight, I restore my health, and I reclaim my destiny with wisdom. My dear Aquarius, let this vibration settle in you. You will feel a subtle calm spread like a gentle rain falling across your mind. Your father, from the peace he has found, shows me your home. He asked me to tell you, let it breathe. Open the windows, move the objects, let the light come in through new paths, let the air tell new stories. For you, Aquarius, the home is more than a dwelling. It is part of your being, the mirror of your soul. And when your home breathes, so do you. At times, even moving house, if chosen with care, can open the doors of prosperity. The universe does not force, it offers evidence. As you arrange the outer world, your inner world realigns. Your father is breaking the ancestral chains of scarcity, the old beliefs whispered through generations. Not enough, not for us. He reminds you abundance is not the privilege of another. It is your birthright. Divine justice, though it may seem delayed, always arrives in its time, and I sense the stirring of your emotions. You have held back tears. You have stayed silent so as not to trouble others. You kept peace on the outside while storms gathered within. Your body has spoken for you through headaches, through the long fatigue, through clenched jaws, through aches that come and go without clear reason. Do not treat them as enemies. See them as allies, bells sounding to remind you it is time to lay down the weight. And more, your creativity is not a passing pastime. It is medicine. Return to the projects you set aside. Writing, painting, sewing, design, music, or even dancing alone in your kitchen. They are not only your joy, they are channels of healing for others, even those you may never meet. Through your art, your father is also speaking. I feel the tingling at the back of your neck, as though a doorway of ancestral communication has opened. He allows the wise women of your lineage, the nurturers, to step forward and awaken in you their gifts. The gift of listening, of intuition, and of the right words spoken at the right time. And soon a karmic relationship will appear. It may be a return from the past or a new presence, challenging you to live openly without masks. One who once hid themselves out of fear now lends you the strength to hide no longer. From this point, the cycle of self-abandonment and the belief of I am not enough will be stopped. Decisions about property, home, or place of dwelling will also begin to surface. Trust that when the time comes, the universe will arrange the information you need so you may choose with calm and clarity. Your father also speaks of your leadership, a quiet magnetism inspiring without force. Fear once made you doubt that voice, but he knows and he supports. Each time you propose, organize, or mediate for others, a code within you activates. He honors you for the battles you fought in silence, for the agreements you kept intact. And he pleads, stop the self-destruction you once learned from him. There is a direct link between the feelings you have not processed and the tensions in your body. Seek therapy, conscious breathing, therapeutic writing, or body work. The next 6 months will be a season of transformation, and your father will be at your side as guide. He is preparing every meeting, every decision, so that you may become more true to who you are. His blessing is not empty. It is a field of power that activates prosperity the moment you open to receive. He insists your talent is the bridge, and each time you practice it, the communication between you grows clearer. And he adds, do not fear revisiting the karmic ties that have touched you. Even the painful ones are teachers. He is healing the broken timelines, bringing them back to their sacred source. To remind you, he places a sign in your path. It may be a book, a song, or a film he once loved. These things will return unexpectedly, carrying hidden meaning. When they do, listen closely, for it is language written only for your soul. And do not dismiss your dreams. They are not illusions, they are letters from the spirit. Keep a dream journal, noting colors, emotions, words. You need not decode them immediately. Over time, the fragments will join into a complete picture. Your father longs to teach you what he once struggled with, self-respect. He begs you not to let anyone else define your light or your worth. See yourself through the eyes of justice, not with bitterness, but with the love of truth. For a mission was agreed upon before you were born, and he is part of that covenant. Every shared experience, sweet and bitter, has been training for this stage of your life. He also mentions a legal or administrative matter left unfinished. He is intervening so that it may be resolved with peace. Trust the sacred chain of events, even when it seems slow. At the same time, he invites you to revive a family tradition now fading, a recipe, a gathering, a gesture of unity. Bring it to life again, and it will awaken ancient blessings. In the coming days, Aquarius, you will be especially sensitive. Synchronicities will rise again and again. Objects shifting for no reason, lights flickering, and unexpected fragrance, all are codes of communication your father sends, strengthening the bridge between you. And pay attention to your dreams. They are messages. Write them down, the repeating words, the colors, the feelings. Over time, the picture will reveal itself. If you feel his love around you now, and you wish to mark this turning, take a moment and write in the comments, I open my heart to receive my father's guidance and love. I am ready to step into my true mission. That declaration will resonate deeply through your lineage, opening blessings not only for you, but for those who come after. My dear Aquarius, when you speak, I honor my father's voice and I walk in balance and truth. It is not a mechanical phrase. It is a sacred decree, an anchor holding you steady in his guidance, preparing the space for what is about to unfold. Your father shows me he has much more to say, many pieces of the family mosaic not yet revealed. As they are uncovered, the fragments weighing in your unconscious will be released gently but profoundly. He also says, tomorrow when you awaken, a sign will appear precise, unmistakable, and you will know it at once. Let the night complete its work, so your heart, nourished by justice, is ready to receive the next revelation. For the light of destiny will shine again upon the altar within you. He adds, a cycle of your life is closing, and you must prepare for the new beginning, not only with emotion, but with concrete steps, with plans made in clarity. I hear the whisper of your pure essence, always seeking balance like a scale that rights itself. The vision of doors closing and windows opening, the golden light of dawn streaming in, reminding you what you thought had faded makes way for a new season, alive and abundant. Like a garden after the silent winter, ready now to burst with brighter colors. Yes, this transition may unsettle your soul. To hold your new balance, you may have to release an old habit, an old bond, or an idea that once gave you safety but no longer serves you. Letting go will ache like the hand of God cutting loose what you cling to. But your Father insists, letting go is not loss. Letting go is making space, and what awaits you is richer, calmer, and far more generous. He shows the legacy you inherit is not only intuition and the sight that pierces human nature, so typical of Aquarius, but also resilience, the power to rise after the fall, to begin again with grace and resolve. This strength is the gift of your ancestors. When doubt paralyzes, when fear grips your throat, call on that ancient blood. It survived the longest nights, and it lives in you now. On the path ahead, an opportunity will come like an initiation rite, demanding your courage. It may be a project, a career choice, or a vital conversation. This test does not come to harm you, but to affirm your true self. The energy of family reconciliation is clear. I see the image of an old album opening, filled with stories and tensions carried for many years. Silence became a wall where there should have been bridges. Your father sees you as the missing link, the one with the gift of listening, of sensing subtle shades, of bringing forth fair words. But he also reminds you, you are not meant to carry the whole world. Your role is not to be the judge, but the one who sows the seeds of dialogue, so that peace has the chance to take root. As knots begin to loosen, prosperity will arrive as a natural result. Your father asks you to watch gently, without judgment, the patterns of self-destruction you may have inherited. From childhood, you were planted with phrases of "I can't." You learned to please others while forgetting your own desires. These beliefs were like a thin net seeming to protect, but in truth they bound you. The moment you recognize them, step differently, even if only a small step. Each yes to yourself is a hammer blow breaking the invisible chain. Your body continues to speak, carrying tension in the back, the chest, the throat. Aquarius often holds in what hurts so as not to disturb outer peace. But these tensions are letters from your soul begging to be read. Your father urges you to release them through creativity, through writing, through movement, or through silent prayer. Imagine dancing with the unnamed feelings, painting them or writing them down. Each time you do, you are setting yourself free, and he will place his hand upon your shoulder, blessing that act of honesty. The months ahead will be a time of powerful transformation. The winds will shift, not to sweep you away, but to carry you toward horizons more just, more true to your nature. This is the time to release the habits that no longer nourish. Focus on one beginning as a rite of self-affirmation. Observe the self-destructive patterns and choose a different response. Free your emotions through art, through movement, through meditation. Your father sends this message: you are not alone. Every step you take toward your truth is a signal sent to him, and he will draw nearer as a witness, as a companion in the light. My dear Aquarius, I sense the changes moving through your work, in the way you connect with others, and deeper still in your vision of life. These shifts may feel like floor tiles moving beneath your feet. You must find your center again to stand firm. But do not fear, for every movement belongs to a greater design, a design your father is faithfully sustaining from the other shore. He calls you to be bold. Do not fall into the trap of overanalysis, the natural tendency of Libra to weigh every detail in pursuit of perfection. Trust you are not alone. He is there as a lighthouse, never turning his gaze from you. And the sacred calling you carry hides many treasures. The skills that saved you in childhood now become your richest resources. You have the gift of sensing the needs of others before they speak. You hold a talent for meditation, for creative balance, and a deep love of beauty, order, and harmony. These are not only for your inner life, they can become your work, the tools you use in service. Your father affirms, you must place these qualities at the heart of your work. Choose projects and paths where your sensitivity, your balance, and your subtle intuition are honored as strengths. If you do this, you will gain material rewards and the deeper satisfaction of knowing, I am in the right place serving truth. He also shows me your home as a map of energy needing adjustment. At times, balance begins with what you see each day. A corner cleared, a piece of furniture shifted to let in light, or even a greater change of dwelling that brings you closer to what nourishes you. Make your home a sanctuary, simple, ordered, beautiful. From that foundation, every choice will grow clear. A creative project you once set aside reappears, perhaps because of lack of time or because you thought it was not the right moment. Your father is clear, this is not just a hobby, it is a channel of healing, a bridge of spirit. Each time you sit down to create, he will whisper ideas like a breeze. And if you pay attention, you will feel his presence. Divine justice always echoes in your story. It is no surprise that the card of justice is woven into the soul of Libra. Though you have faced moments that seemed unjust, your father affirms, balance will come in its time, and he is opening invisible doors to hasten the process, to bring healing. There is no need for revenge. The universe balances itself with wisdom far beyond human sight. Be loyal to your integrity, to your calm truth. There is an artistic talent you share with him, not yet fully opened. It may be music, painting, writing, or the craft of your hands. Each time you touch it, his presence grows vivid like a living memory. This is the bridge between two worlds, allowing you to feel connection in a tender, consoling frequency. And most of all, you are the ending point of a long cycle of scarcity carried through generations. Scarcity not only of material, but of affection, of belief in self-worth. For years, the family whispered, "Not enough, not for us." But your father knows you were chosen to close that story, to begin a new chapter, the chapter of deserved abundance. Each time you believe you have the right to receive prosperity without guilt, you heal not only yourself but those yet to come. In his vision, decisions about home, property, inheritance will soon be made clear. These choices will require careful weighing, in the style of Libra, but this time they will not be trapped in doubt. Signs will appear through deep conversations, through chances that look like coincidences but are arranged, through the sudden certainty rising in your chest. Trust them. Place your inner balance into every decision. When you do, the leadership hidden within you will rise like fire refined. Your father sees this. He knows you sometimes hide your light for fear of conflict or out of humility. But now is the time to step forward. He will be there lifting you. Your greatest strength is truth spoken with calm, with gentleness, but without compromise. He also teaches, those who once came into your life in the role of karmic companions were all your teachers. Some left wounds, but each carried a lesson. Seek the meaning so that bitterness no longer binds you. Even the unjust relationships taught you boundaries, self-respect, and the courage to restore balance. Your father is healing the family timeline, transforming heavy energy into harmony in the present so the future may be lighter. And he leaves you this message: trust that you are enough, that you are worthy, that you are being guided. My dear Aquarius, your father's effort is not a burden, it is an act of love. He knows your healing does not only open your own path but becomes a light for many others. He shows me a book, a song, or a film once special to him. And now it becomes a secret language, a way he whispers exactly what you need to read or hear. When it comes to you, know it is not by chance. He also makes clear your dreams are not random. Some are true meetings with him and with loved ones who have passed. They are doors. It is time you treat them as such, carefully recording them each morning. As you do, you will notice repeating images, messages weaving into a map of guidance. This is your soul map made only for you. Your father longs to teach you an urgent lesson about self-worth. In his life, he allowed others to define his value and it blocked his path. He does not want you to repeat it. He pleads with you to see yourself now, without delay, without compromise, and to engrave within, you are great, you are worthy, you are capable. He reminds you that you and he once made a covenant before coming here. The shared experiences, sweet and bitter, were part of the learning journey. From where he stands now, he is in awe of the mission you both share. and he promises to walk beside you as you complete your part. I also see a legal or administrative matter awaiting resolution. It may be forgotten papers, a delayed family decision, or an unsettled inheritance. Your father is working so it may be handled with fairness by sending you those who will act with clarity and goodwill. When they appear, remember, it is his hand guiding. The gentle flame of sacred prosperity is rising. He affirms, trust the wisdom of life. That trust is the key that opens doors where once there were only walls. And the abundance he sees for you is not only money. It is fullness in every form, healthy relationships, inner peace, nurturing environments, and timely opportunities. As we near the close, I see his presence not fading but stronger, like a hand clasping yours. Every message today is only a fragment. When you gather them with an open soul, the full picture will appear. He sends you these letters through intuition, a reminder that his love has never left you, a counsel to release bitter memories, not to let guilt hold back your present. A material opportunity is near, receive it with balance, a reminder to care for your body as ally. And finally, a truth within the family that must be spoken so the lineage can heal. Your father asks that you do not let these discoveries fade. Heaven has prepared this moment as a switch for deep healing. Pay attention to the signs: a sudden scent, a song at the perfect time, an object moving without cause. All of them are his way of calling your name in a language no one else hears. He affirms, the healing you carry goes beyond yourself. It is a gift for the lineage. And to seal this truth, I ask you to repeat this sacred decree with calm and with faith. I am balance in perfect harmony. I am worthy of love, peace, and abundance, and I receive them with gratitude. Picture the Justice card shining before you, a bronze scale finally resting in perfect center, weighing work and rest, giving and receiving, caring for others and caring for yourself. As you breathe into that moment, your father wants you to know, the promises he did not fulfill in life will be kept in other ways. His love will find you through opportunities, through synchronicities, through the talents you both share. The opportunity approaching will carry an invisible seal. If you remain steady, you will recognize it at once. I see you stepping into the future with stable love, with lasting bonds, with dreams that continue to be nourished. All will depend on whether you take these words as a covenant with yourself. Your father says farewell, but not as one who departs, as one who remains in another way, with multiplied love and with the certain promise that he will send you signs ever clearer. If you feel your father's love surrounding you, leave in the comments as a sacred mark, I receive my father's guidance and love. I activate sacred balance in my life. When you write it down, you are not only confirming it with me, but with the universe, declaring that you are ready to step into your new chapter.